For 20 years, Southwest Key has sheltered migrant children who have come to the United States alone and helped reunite them with family or a guardian. Funded with grants from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, it has 29 child migrant shelters with 17 here in Texas. In total, they can accommodate more than 6,000 children.
They've got no social base, no one in the United States to protect them, and the only one that is supposed to is the government, and they failed in doing that.
The Department of Justice alleges some employees, even supervisors, have engaged in rape, unwanted touching, and the solicitation of sex and nude images of those children since at least 2015, with some victims as young as 5. In one instance out of El Paso, an 8-year-old reported a youth care worker, quote, repeatedly entered their bedroom in the middle of the night to touch their private area, and he threatened to kill their families if they disclosed the abuse. Immigration and federal litigation attorney George Lobb calls it a, quote, disgusting result of putting profits over people.
If you properly train staff, screen them, and do ratios, you will eliminate a lot of these issues and reduce suffering.
The lawsuit says the children were threatened with violence against them and their families to ensure their silence, and in some cases, Southwest Key was even aware of the abuse but didn't report it. The DOJ alleges Southwest Key failed to take appropriate actions to protect the children in their care, a violation of the Fair Housing Act.
If you have an FHA grant or you're operating an FHA facility, you have to comply with all federal law, including you can't discriminate. And part of sex discrimination is sexual harassment.
In a statement to CBS Austin Thursday, Southwest Keys says in part, the program's primary focus is the safety, health, and well-being of each one of the children and youth we care for. We continue to review the complaint, and it does not present the accurate picture of the care and commitment our employees provide to the youth and children. The DOJ is asking for an immediate stop to these discriminatory practices and action to prevent future abuse, reparations for the victims, and civil penalties against Southwest Key.
We have the money to put people on buses and fly them around the country, but we're not spending money to protect kids.
Reporting in Austin, Andrew Freeman, CBS Austin News.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.